There's only one issue on this thing, and it's traffic. I mean, how many more times do you have to study that?
Traffic is definitely probably the biggest issue for Santee residents.
Right.
Because the people on Mass Boulevard, for instance, are essentially livid over what they're living with now.
Right.
And so we're talking about adding another 30,000 vehicle trips per day.
Okay. First of all, let me be honest. 3,000 units isn't even going to get to us at the city council level. It's not, that number is not even going to come to us to be voted on. That's political rhetoric. But I guess the thing is, I can also tell you, because I'm the chairman of the county's transportation committee and we do highways, there's going to be 1 million people moving to San Diego County over the next 20 years. We cannot build enough highways to do that. If we put, they want us to put more lanes on Highway 15, and if they approve Black Mountain Ranch, and I think it's 4F Ranch, we put more lanes on it, all that's going to do is build a bigger traffic jam. I love to tell you that the highways are going to clear up, and you're all going to be able to zip to work at 8 in the morning and get there on time. But frankly, that's not the truth. It's simply not the truth.
You have to listen to what the people are saying, because it will affect everyone in town one way or another. I mean, it may be the most wonderful effect, or it could be devastating depending on how you view it. So you take the facts into consideration, but you also look at what the people are saying. You got to hear it.
Well, along the major thoroughfares, it'll increase the noise. You can see on the sign over there how many decibels the noise increases.
It's going to affect the people that live in the houses?
Live in the houses. Yeah, they'll be exposed to louder noise levels.
Every time we have a development, we get as much as we possibly can. Well, this is not brain surgery. You drive up the hill every morning and there's traffic there on the top. The 52, by the time 52 is done in 2008, it will, it's already undersized.
And I know that you think that it's going to improve our way of life, but we don't want it. And there's plenty of other places that you could build all of those homes. And I think that you should go find one of them and build there.
We have one more shot to probably do a community the way it ought to be done.
It's time for the city to make a decision. We are either going to have development up there or we're not. And partly on my mayor's hat is to make sure that one of those decisions gets made. And then if it is development, and how much.
As far as looking at the 3,000, where the city council is at, is 4 of the council members that were last time have said, we have voted for 1,300 units, and it came from 80% of them are acre, or beg your pardon, half acre and quarter acre lots. 20% of them are 6,000 square feet. But I got to tell you that the 3,000 number simply isn't going to happen. Go ahead.
Even those fighting against it concede their mayor and council members will probably tonight okay a whole new community on 2,600 acres. And if this project passes, opponents might start circulating petitions to have that vote overturned. So it is yet far from over.
Pat, if it is indeed approved, how soon might we see houses go up on the ranch?
If it's okay, the developer Tara Brook hopes to have the first homes for sale in 2001 or 2002.
That's pretty quick.
The capacity crowd got noisy at times during a 2.5-hour debate on the Fanita Ranch housing project in the hills above Santee. 3,000 homes are planned on 2,600 acres, units ranging from condos and townhouses to single-family and estate homes. The development will increase the city's population by about 10,000 people. Opponents of the plan are firmly against the growth.
And I don't see losing open space as an advantage to any community in this country, let alone Santee.
I am dead against the Fanita Ranch development because even though the mayor thinks he has a plan to sell us on the addition of extra lanes on 52, I can tell you it's faulty to the max.
It couldn't be a worse project for Santee.
Many project opposers accuse several council members, however, of being bought off by the developer.
Kermit often said, it's not easy being green. We've got 4 green politicians, but a different shade of green. These politicians are green from the color of the money rubbing off on them.
Still, despite plenty of protesting, the city's mayor says it's a winner of a deal.
It is going to provide houses that we don't have in Santee now.
Phil Blauer, KFMB News 8.
Council members responded to accusations of payoffs. Many said they accepted campaign contributions of about $250 each, and all of which were legal.
Here with an editorial reply, Tom Abshire, director of the Santee Citizens Referendum Committee.
This is not a vision for our city. Fanita Ranch, as defined by measures A and B, is poor urban planning at its worst. This high-density proposal, placed at the north end of Santee, sends its heavy traffic load right through the center of town onto existing streets. Both the EIR and the impartial analysis in your sample ballot state that, even after all mitigation is done, Santee will still be left with cumulative and significant impacts this town will be strapped with forever. Traffic, noise, pollution. This is not a vision for our city, this is a nightmare. Smart growth does not overwhelm infrastructure. Yet that's exactly what Fanita Ranch does by dumping 34,000 additional vehicle trips per day onto existing streets. We oppose Fanita Ranch because a massive, high-density development is incompatible with our city and the site.
Okay. First of all, let me be honest. 3,000 units isn't even going to get to us at the city council level. It's not, that number is not even going to come to us to be voted on. That's political rhetoric.
Here in the hills of Santee, a 3,000 home development is on hold. Folks here will have to vote again. We call on Fanita Ranch opponent Tom Abshire and his vocal band of opponents to give up. You've lost the debate, now lose the foot dragging. That's our opinion. What's yours? It's time to stop voting and start building here.
Here with an editorial reply, Van Collingsworth for the Santee Citizens Referendum Committee.
Santee, our community is at risk. An out-of-state developer has purchased the votes of your city council for approval of a massive development on Fanita Ranch. It's more than double the size allowed by Santee's general plan. Council members told you last November that if you voted against Prop AA, you'd get 1,200 luxury homes. Mayor Dale stated, 3,000 units isn't even going to get to us at the city council level. That number is not even going to come to us to be voted on. Folks, you've been lied to. Thousands of dollars flowed from Fanita Ranch developers to re-elect incumbent council members. And on May 12th, your city council did exactly what they told you they would not do. They voted in favor of a massive 2,988 unit project. No new access routes were approved. SR 52 and Santee streets will be in gridlock. You will have a longer commute and less time with your family. A volunteer effort has placed Fanita Ranch on the ballot. Please, just say no to Fanita Ranch.
But I got to tell you that the 3,000 number simply isn't going to happen.
Fanita Ranch would have added about 3,000 new homes to the Santee area. Now, supporters of the development said it would be good for the community, adding a library and lots of other upgrades, but opponents said it was just too big and would take away open space and increase the population too much. Voters at the polls, opponents measure lost badly, 65 to 35% rather, with all precincts counted, so no Fanita Ranch, 3,000.